Okay, if you're in a band and you're staying at the Motel 6 and you add a band member and now you're at the Ritz-Carlton, keep your issues to yourself. All right? You went from a Motel 6 in a sketchy part of town to a Four Seasons in the shopping district. Stop talking.
27 million people watched a huge moment at the WNBA All-Star Game. What happened after in the press room created serious debate and split opinions across the basketball world. Colin Cowherd delivered one of his strongest criticisms in years, aiming directly at Los Angeles Sparks guard Kelsey Plum. This situation was not just about basketball. Centered on respect, gratitude, and the danger of criticizing the person boosting the league's growth. Cowherd made it clear he was angry. The 2025 All-Star Game in Indianapolis was meant to highlight the league's best talent. Instead, it became a moment many called poorly handled.
Well, it was a very powerful moment. We didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise. But the T-shirt, just united front, was determined this morning that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just, we had a very...
that really needed to be mentioned.
I'm trying to make a situation light, okay? But yeah, no, I think it was just all of us getting on the same page for the game. We wanted to do something that was just united and collective, and I thought that it was a very powerful moment and got the point across. And, sometimes you don't have to say anything.
Before the game, both teams wore black shirts with a direct message about pay. Fans reacted loudly as millions watched players stand together regarding salary discussions. The display was organized and impactful. However, the tone shifted after the game. During the press conference, Kelsey Plum made comments that many felt targeted Caitlin Clark. Her words were not vague or careful. They sounded intentional and sparked immediate backlash.
I think it was a terrible PR decision. Judging by the response on social media, it was a PR disaster. All right, an absurd move right before the All-Star game.
Plum described the protest as meaningful and said players were surprised by how it unfolded. Then she pointed out that Clark's All-Star team was not present during the earlier planning meeting. That comment quickly became the focus of the conversation.
So the T-shirts don't bother me. But why do you take a shot at the Golden Goose, Caitlin Clark? You guys were flying before she arrived on one of those airlines that made you pay for a cup of water. One of those airlines that is the planes are the color of a highlighter.
Many fans felt the criticism was misplaced. Clark has helped bring massive attention to the sport, turning games into major television events. On his show, Colin Cowherd reacted strongly. He questioned why Plum would publicly challenge the player driving record interest. His message was blunt and emotional.
I don't mind the T-shirts. I think you have leverage. I think you deserve more than 9%. But it's just misstep after misstep. It's time to grow up, girls, like fast.
Cowherd said he understood players wanting better pay, but warned against repeated public missteps. He argued that the league's recent rise should not be ignored. Using a sharp comparison, he described the league's growth as an upgrade in status and suggested that Clark played a major role in that change. He urged veterans to handle issues privately and show appreciation for the impact Clark has had.
We're going to get more profitable as women's basketball gets better, as the Caitlin Clark momentum train gets bigger. I mean, this year she's not playing well, she's hurt, she's not there for all the games, so this is actually not as great as it could.
His argument leaned heavily on numbers. Before Clark entered the league, average games attracted around 400,000 viewers. This season, Indiana Fever games regularly draw over 1.7 million, with some passing 3 million. Attendance has also surged. Many Fever home games sold out, and road arenas that once had empty seats now fill when Indiana visits.
Literally went from an average walk-in price of $121 to 64 bones. $64 to get in once Caitlin Clark's injury came out that she wasn't going to play. And I'm very interested to see what those ratings look like.
4 years, the league reportedly operated at a financial loss. Now projections suggest it is closer than ever to breaking even. Supporters credit Clark's popularity as a key factor. Cowherd emphasized that while Plum is talented, she has not generated the same level of national attention. He questioned the decision to criticize someone who has expanded the league's audience so dramatically.
She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew she was being shitty, and she was. That's what she was doing. She knows Caitlin Clark's got a ton of fans that support her, and she purposely gave her a double middle finger.
The situation carries clear irony. Veterans are asking for higher salaries, which is understandable, yet some appear to challenge the very player increasing league revenue. Clark's resume explains why the discussion is intense. She became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I history with 3,685 points. She guided Iowa to consecutive national title games and drew television audiences that rivaled or exceeded major men's tournament matchups. In her first professional season, she boosted ratings, filled arenas, increased sponsorship interest, and brought new energy to the league. Cowherd framed Plum's remarks as unnecessary and warned that internal tension could hurt long-term progress. His overall point was direct. Value the player expanding opportunities, avoid public conflict, and focus on building the league's future together. Beyond the numbers and the headlines, this moment could shape the future direction of the league. Caitlin Clark is not just another talented rookie. She represents a shift in visibility, business growth, and mainstream attention that the WNBA has chased for years. When one athlete brings new sponsors, record-breaking ratings, packed arenas, and global media coverage, that changes negotiating power for everyone. Television networks invest more. Advertisers pay more. Team valuations rise. Player endorsement opportunities expand. That growth does not belong to one person alone, but it often begins with one person who captures the public imagination. Tension comes from how that success is handled internally. Veteran players want fairness, better contracts, and long-term security. Those goals are valid. At the same time, public criticism of the league's biggest draw can create division at a moment when unity is financially valuable. Challenge now is balance. Can established stars protect their interests while also recognizing the economic lift happening in real time? Can the league celebrate its new face without diminishing those who built the foundation? How leadership responds, how players communicate, and how negotiations unfold over the next year could determine whether this surge becomes sustainable progress or a missed opportunity. What happens next matters more than the argument itself. Clark continues to elevate ratings, merchandise sales, and sponsorship revenue. The financial structure of the league could permanently improve. That means higher salary caps, stronger collective bargaining positions, improved travel conditions, better facilities, and expanded marketing budgets for all players. However, sustained growth requires cooperation. Public feuds risk shifting focus away from the product on the court. Fans are watching closely. Sponsors are evaluating brand stability. Media partners are measuring long-term value. The smartest path forward may be strategic unity, where veteran leadership and emerging stardom work together rather than compete for credit. Clark's presence has created momentum, but momentum must be managed carefully. The league stands at a pivotal point. Embrace the growth and align around it, or allow internal friction to slow it down. The outcome will influence not only individual careers but the overall trajectory of professional women's basketball for years to come.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on